Hello guys, welcome to Odyssey Dominguez's YouTube channel. Join today to be an Odie Squad member, and yeah, and drop a like, please, smash it. But I'm going to be talking about my ghost encounters today. Thank you for watching this, and if you're scared of ghosts and you have whatever, you're scared and you just don't want me to tell it to you, just leave the video right now, because I don't want to scare you, and then and I don't want you to get through everything. I want you to be safe and not scared. But let's get right into it. Okay, right now we're gonna be talking about, actually, my first encounter was probably when I was 10 or 9. I don't remember, but I remember it was 10 or 9, and we were living, me, my dad, and his girlfriend, we were living at apartment at the time, and it was probably in the project somewhere, and my room was at the end of the hallway, my brother's was in the middle, and my dad's and his girlfriend's was way at the end of the hallway towards the kitchen, and mine's at the living room, the front door, and yeah, that's it. And we were getting ready for bed. I went to sleep, my brother went to sleep, and then my parents went to sleep. And it was probably around 2 in the morning. I hear my brother scream, and I get up, and I'm kind of scared because I was younger than him. Probably if I was 9, he was 11. If I was 10, he was 12. But we were, I was kind of scared. I didn't want to go out into the hallway because it's just a long, dark hallway to his room and my parents' room. And so I get up and I turn on the hallway light, and my brother's door is open. I could see it because it comes out, and I could see it. And when I was walking, I was calling Gabriel. I was wondering what's wrong with him. I wanted him to say something back at least. And I went to his room. His light was off and everything, and he was sitting there on his bed like this. And he was crying, he was in tears. And I went up to walk to him, up to him, hug him. So why was he crying? And then he does this and points at the closet like that, and he's crying, he's in shock, he can't move, he can't make a reaction or anything. And I turn to see what he's pointing at, and I see a face, and his closet was open. We were barely moving in. His closet was empty and dark, and all I see is the face, just that whole face of a girl. It's was weird. I couldn't see her body, her neck, or anything. All I saw was her face. She had no hair. I didn't see anything. And she was like this, staring at me and Gabriel. And she had sharp teeth, her mouth were open, and she was bleeding on her teeth, and her face was pale, pale white, white as this pen, not even kidding. It was so scary. And she smiled at me and Gabriel like this, and it was so scary. I was so scared. I was in shock too. And then that's when my dad turned on Gabriel's light and came in and said, "What's going on in here?" And then that's when we started telling my dad, "Oh, there's a ghost, there's a monster in the closet, there's a monster." And my dad didn't believe this, and he told me and Gabriel to go back to bed. And then we went back to bed. And I'm 15 now. Just recently, when I was 14, I was living at my grandpa and grandpa's house and stuff like that. And I just got done watching Sam and Kobe doing the 3 a.m. challenge, Midnight Man. And I didn't do it because, you have to prick your finger and stuff, and it hurts. I don't know. I did do it once, but it didn't work. It wasn't that, exciting. And then after that, we were actually going to my cousin's house, and he's planning on moving right now. And I was there, and I slept on this little mat thing on the floor, and it was comfortable. I liked it, but I slept on it. I passed out. And we got home pretty late because we got done eating and stuff. And my cousin and Gabe slept on the air mattress. My brother Gabe and slept on the air mattress. And we were just laying there. I was still awake. Gabriel was still awake, but my cousin was sleeping next to Gabe. And Gabriel had his headphones in. I didn't. I was on Facebook scrolling down, looking through Twitter and stuff like that. And right in front of me is the staircase. Oh, sorry, some person like interrupted my video, but I'm with my friend Cece, and we just got doing Never Have I Ever Challenge video. But then when I was walking back, not walking back, I was laying down, and someone like banged on the door. And then Gabriel wasn't listening. He wasn't like hearing anything, and he was just laying there with the headphones on. I went up to the door peephole, and someone was staring back at me like through the peephole.
Oh fuck no.
And it was so scary. Like I was so scared. And then after that, like I just like decided, I was like, should I open the door or should I tap on Gabriel's shoulder and tell him, hey, there's some man out there staring at me back through the window. Through the peephole. So I told Gabriel, open it. He opened it, no one was there. And that was so scary that night. Like, no, nothing else happened. I went to sleep, but I had a nightmare, but it's okay. But thank you guys. I think that's it for today. Please subscribe.
Subscribe to her channel, guys. She's awesome. Drop a like and everything. Like all her videos. Subscribe to her channel. Turn on the notifications.
Yes, please. All right. That's all for today, guys. And peace out.